Good evening. Looks like we're going to be talking about Noonan and Thompson's positions on abortion. And we're going to work through some of the things in the worksheet. It says to do them at least 3 of them. So I got 3 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to start going down the list and going through them. And I'll kind of walk you through where my logic's at on it. Pregnancy is a result of rape. I like Thompson's violinist theory. You know, if you get kidnapped and you're hooked up to this violinist, and you absolutely morally acceptable for you to disconnect from and walk away. You have no obligation to that life. Such as the case if a woman is raped, she has no obligation to harbor the life that's growing inside of her. Easy to terminate. Same as A, except a pregnant woman is a known prostitute. Okay, so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what her profession is. She was still raped. So that's easy for me to pass off as yes, it's okay for an abortion. Or should I say most justified. Same as A, except the pregnant woman is 13 years old and the rapist is her mother's boyfriend. Okay, so that makes it all even worse. That's the most justified. Are you kidding me? She's a 13-year-old girl who got raped by her mother's boyfriend, and y'all are questioning whether or not it's justifiable for her to get an abortion? Yes, no, it's completely justifiable. Absolutely. That's tragic. Same as A, except the woman is waiting until 23 weeks, gestational age, to request an abortion. As somebody who has had a child, as somebody who's had 2 children, that I really think is where we start getting to a point where we really have to question at what point do we consider something to be a child. Now, this is the only reason why I'm going to say that this makes it most acceptable is because of the fact that this woman was raped. 23 weeks, gestational age to request an abortion. It's not uncommon for plenty of women to go 2 months. They don't even know that they're pregnant. And then they get in and find out that they're, 8 weeks in already. It's happened where some people, they have a whole TV series show about, I didn't know I was pregnant until they're, having a baby. So, yeah, judging by the fact that it was rape, again, we're back to being hooked up to a violinist. It was completely unwanted and unwarranted and, wasn't something that an individual requested. So, most justified. Let's see. Let's skip down a few. Why not? G, the woman is in early pregnancy and has invasive cancer of the cervix. If removal of her uterus or hysterectomy is performed promptly, she has a good chance of survival. The operation will, of course, result in the death of the fetus. Well, I, again, am going to agree that, yes, that is acceptable, even on the pro-life stance. An abortion's permissible in the means of saving the mother's life, because we value life. Yes, that's, most people value life, but doesn't matter what I think, but I think the way I would work through that is that we should, value the mother's life above the potential life. Value the life that's already here, already living, not the value of the life that could have the potential. So that's where I'm at on that. Anything genetic where people want to abort because of a genetic disorder, I think if it's a low percentile chance, under 10%, you may want to kind of consider having the child. But if it's something high, like you have a 50% chance, like hemophilia or some other god-awful disease, then yeah, go ahead, let's do the abortion. There's not a lot of scenarios in all of this that I can find where I would say that it's not acceptable for somebody to have an abortion. At the end of the day, it's not necessarily just about that it's the woman's right to choose, but I think what I took away from Thompson's argument is that it boils down to intent. So if, back to the whole opening the window and the burglar coming in, okay, well, should the burglar have access to all the stuff that he wants to steal? Because, well, at the end of the day, you did open the window, and by doing so, knowing there are burglars out there, you knew that burglars can come in. Well, it was not their intent to open their window and let burglars come in. It was their intent to open their window and have stuffy air go out and cool, fresh air come in. Same as the same when someone decides they want to have consensual sex. Their intent was pleasure and having a good time, not conceiving a child. So if that wasn't their intent, then I do agree that they should have the right to terminate. You got to keep in mind, somebody has to take care of these babies. And when all these people who want no abortions, but, they don't care about the baby once it's out of the body. So anyways, thanks for watching.